America's age of uncertainty, the power of prayer is being rediscovered, not as superstition, but as a form of resilience. When everything feels unstable, politics, economy, mental health, prayer becomes the last quiet space where people can breathe without performance. It's not about miracles falling from the sky anymore. It's about finding strength to stand when everything else collapses. The modern American prays, not to escape reality, but to endure it. This power lies in what prayer does to the human mind. It slows time, it reorders chaos. It gives shape to emotions that words can't fully express. Neuroscientifically, prayer reduces anxiety and recenters focus. But spiritually, it does something deeper. It restores agency. By praying, people remind themselves that they're not powerless, that meaning still exists even in disorder. For a culture addicted to control, that surrender is paradoxically empowering. Unlike the rigid prayers of institutions, the American interpretation of prayer is fluid, poetic, emotional, and deeply personal. It blends psychology, philosophy, and faith into something practical. A prayer before work isn't seen as ritual, it's an affirmation of purpose. A prayer for healing isn't just hope, it's self-compassion disguised as spirituality. The power here is not in asking, but in aligning, turning fear into focus, pain into perspective. What fascinates the modern audience is that prayer bridges two opposing forces: vulnerability and strength. It's a confession and a declaration at once. You admit weakness but speak power into it. This duality hits hard in a culture that glorifies independence, yet quietly suffers from isolation. Through prayer, Americans reclaim the right to need something greater, and that honesty feels revolutionary. From a social lens, the rise of quiet spirituality shows that people no longer want to be told what to believe. They want to feel the evidence of belief. They measure power not in divine intervention, but in inner transformation. Prayer becomes a self-repair mechanism, a ritual that turns despair into direction. And that's why it keeps resurfacing in digital spaces, podcasts, short films, and YouTube videos. It's timeless, adaptable, and deeply human. Ultimately, the power of prayer for the American soul isn't about changing destiny. It's about changing perception. It gives shape to chaos, dignity to struggle, and calm to uncertainty. It's not a request, it's a reminder. The moment someone whispers a prayer, the world outside may stay the same, but the world within them begins to move again.